Thank you for joining the reading. This is for Divine Feminine. So in my meditation, like, the first thing that I get is like pursuing, being persistent, being enthusiastic, moving with a purpose. It's like, now you know what you want. Not really know what you want, but like know who you want, who you're going to be. So it's almost like there's a part of you that you want to share with the world, and a part of you want to keep to yourself. But now you're sitting in a state of glory, saying, hey, this is me. This is who I'm gonna be. So just accept me as who I am. And I think that's a valuable stance. It's almost like I don't see a focus on divine masculine. But it's not that there's no focus on the divine masculine, because there is definitely a need or an urge, but it's not really a focus. The focus is on being your best self. And in the process of being your best self, your counterpart is going to come around. But here's the thing, it looks like as your counterpart, now it's two paths to this, right? Some of you have encountered your counterpart and some of you have not. But I want you to be aware, both of you, to be aware that as this counterpart starts to come around, that it may not be as serious as you think it should be, especially with people returning. And make sure that the same perseverance, the same strength, the same determination that you have in becoming the best you should be the same requirement of the person that you desire, or that's coming and presenting themselves to you. Because it looks like, yeah, you're going to have divine love, a divine counterpart, but in the process that you're going through, you need to be strong in the boundaries that you set for yourself and the ones that you set for your relationship. Yep. So what it looks like is that there'll be two. It's two. One is going to be, and I hate to say it like this because I don't want it to be like this, but it's like one is very financially stable. He a good fit, but there's not love there right now. And then there's going to be one that's more emotionally stable, and there is love there. And then in the path that the path that you choose is really up to you. Either way, it's going to end with love and prosperity. But I guess one of the prosperities is going to get you there sooner than the other, because one comes financially stable and one comes, or you know what if the new person is the financially stable person that you haven't really grown to love or have that loving experience with, and the person from the past is the one that you love but don't have the financial stability that you would like to have in your life. But in both cases, I would say make sure that they're both serious about you, that they're men of good value and good moral character, men of love, men of compassion, men who want to commit to you, want to be a leader, wants to lead your family, wants to be responsible, wants to commit to you and your family. Like, that's important. Like, I know a lot of people want to get married and want to have love and want to have prosperity in the way that they have it, but you have to think about it. Finding the right person is not only finding them with the best looks, but finding somebody of good moral character and wants to have a relationship, wants to be that man in your life or that divine energy in your life. So we have the maiden, which is passion, which, that's what you're rolling with now. And like I said, like you're setting boundaries for yourself. You need to start setting boundaries in the type of relationship you want, or the type of relationship you're going to be in. And it looks like there needs to be some kind of like making sure that you all are able to communicate with each other and resolve things, In a lot of relationships, people talk about communication, but when you're talking about communication, do you understand what's being said? Not only listening, but comprehending what's being said. And if you're able to resolve conflicts with this goes here. Well, then, if you all are able to resolve your issues with communication and comprehending that communication and caring about how the other person feels and what the other person wants, you'll be be great. It's like you're kick-starting. You know how somebody says, like, it's like over the last few years or months or weeks, you've been pulling that bow and arrow backwards. You've been pulling it back so you can actually get enough tension to shoot, so you can hit your spot on the dartboard thingy, with all those circles. You're trying to get the 10. You're trying to hit the bullseye. And in the process of trying to hit the bullseye, like, this is what you worked your time and your energy for. I think that's interesting. This is what you've worked, like, the last year, the months, or however long you've been on this journey. This is what you've been wanting. You've worked hard in building yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and now it's time. Now you know how to communicate. Now it's about transforming or showing this energy or this path to your counterpart, whomever this may be. And then learning to communicate, comprehending the issues and comprehending the communication, resolving conflicts is going to lead you to your desired outcome. And you're going to do this through, Yemajah, she's more of the mothering energy, the oracle. So through meditation, everything that you've learned up to this point is going to guide you to your state of completion, your desired outcome. And if it's money, if it's family, if it's money, if it's family, to me it's love. It's like, what it's showing to me is love. And in having that love and having that compassion, you've just always had it. It's like you give so much, and now it's time for you to receive. So this incense that I'm burning, just so you know, is the Buddha. I actually like these, but sometimes I think it's super weird how some of them burn and some of them don't. You just have to keep lighting them. It's weird. Okay, so let's pull these cards. Let's see how this goes. Anything else you would like the Divine Feminine to know about her past, and maybe provide a confirmation for someone on the things that they desire and is reaching for, and the goals that they're reaching for. Anything, just jump on out if you need to be. I'm okay with it. If you have to second guess a partner, that's not it. If you have to second guess your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions, just say, you know what? It'll present itself the way it's supposed to present itself. And it should always come from a space of knowing. Like, if you're wondering if, now these are for the Divine Feminines who have done the work, because if you haven't fully done the work, if your Divine Masculine or a Divine counterpart come up to you, you'll second guess them. You won't use your intuition to say, this is an experience I should be having. You may not know instantly that they're a Divine counterpart, but you'll know that this is an experience that you should be having. This is an experience that should help, that you should be trying to move forward with. Now, the ones that are a little further on their journey, you're going to know. You even know who your Divine Masculine is. And even though you've chosen to move forward without them, deep down, heart's desire is heart's desire. Like, heart's desire is heart's desire. Period. So the two cards that I received is authenticity. Authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it, but at least they know it, because I've said it, and that's way better than leaving a passive aggressive note about it. Like, look, I pay my dues to society, and now it's time for me to reap the benefits of that. It's like, as you get older, sometimes you just don't, like, you care less about holding your tongue and more about being authentic and honest. Okay. Beauty. I'm beautiful even when I don't think it. I'm beautiful even when I don't see it. I'm beautiful no matter how many people don't say it. I'm beautiful, and I don't even care if you know it. I'm beautiful, which is why I don't have to try so hard all the time to show it. Very, very true, Divine Feminine. The more you grow on your journey, the more your beauty shines. And it's not like, most people think beauty is a physical beauty, but it's almost like a spiritual beauty, Because as each person you encounter views you, they're viewing you. They're viewing you based on the way that their spirit sees you. And depending on that person, they're viewing you based on the way that your spirit is allowing them to view you. Not all views are the same. Just FYI. Not all people are going to see you the same. But what's important is how you see yourself. How you view yourself. And how you want to show up in this world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all for tuning in.